Let's start with this developing story now. Wildfires are currently raging in Sabie in Mpumalanga, and motorists have been urged to be cautious on the R536 between Sabie and Hazyview. And our reporter Tumelo Machoho is on the scene and joins us now for the latest details. Tumelo, a very good afternoon to you. So what is currently going on? What actually led to this massive fire outbreak?
Well, we don't know at this stage what actually caused this fire, but what we know is that multiple fires are actually raging here in Sabie and also in some of the mountains here. But we also understand that fires are also raging in Barberton. Here at the R536 rather has been caution for motorists, so that if they're traveling on this road, they have to be very cautious on the road. There are multiple helicopters that are trying to actually try to subside the fires, because the fires are raging on top of that mountain that we're showing you right now on your screen, Alicia. Multiple fires are being raging here. At least 3 helicopters and 2 planes are also flying around here to actually try and also kill these fires that have been raging this afternoon. The whole of Mbombela, Hazyview, Sabie, and also in White River has a haze of over the skyline. You cannot see anything because of these fires that have been raging this afternoon. So these are the fires that the firefighters that are trying to fight these fires, and these fires have been raging since the afternoon, and these helicopters are trying by hard to actually try and also make sure that these fires also are being subsided here in the area. The area has also been firefighters have also been calling on, and especially the authorities have been calling on motorists and people that live near the Sabie area to be cautious of these fires. But also the Lowveld Escarpment Fire Protection Association have warned at the beginning of this month of August, saying that they have actually decided not to give anyone permits to start fires. But at this stage, we don't know what started this fire that is currently raging here in Sabie, and also multiple of helicopters trying to actually and also with water bombs to bomb the fires that are actually kind of raging here. That top of that mountain that we're showing you, it's actually the fires there that are raging, and we cannot get to that stage because it is dangerous for us to actually start driving into these plantations to get where the fires are actually raging critically at this stage. And then even here on the road, there are sparks of fires that are still going on, and then also with motorists being also warned that to be very, very cautious, because fires can actually just jump from these areas into the road, and they are being also told that they must also be very, very cautious. We are seeing a number of sparks that are actually are starting on the side of the road, and these motorists that are traveling here, and this is a busy road because the tourist road, it links Sabie with Hazyview. So a lot of tourists, they will travel on this road as they are coming from Sabie going into Hazyview all the way into the Kruger National Park. They would use this road. So you can imagine all of those people that are traveling on this road have been urged to be very cautious, because the fires could come closer to the road at any moment, because the fires also, while we've been here, we've been seeing a lot of sparks also coming in and getting closer to where we are. And also you can imagine the danger that is going on there. These helicopters that have been flying around, Alicia, they've been trying to actually kill the fires on top of the mountains that are raging there, and also those fires are getting closer and closer to the houses where people are living. So you can imagine people tonight, they're going to be very, very scared.
Talk to us about those firefighting efforts there, Tumelo. I understand you've just mentioned, and we saw that helicopter there that is trying to, of course, fight the blaze. We understand that, of course, particularly in that area, particularly at this time as well, because it's very dry, such winds, I mean, the winds that are currently being reported there, 26 kilometer per hour winds are basically making it near impossible to contain the already huge fires. So how are the helicopters getting any assistance to fight the blaze?
Well, indeed, because these fires actually are being fanned by the dry conditions here. The area is quite dry, and also they are being fanned by the wind. The wind, it is very, very strong. You can feel the wind as you travel from all the way 50 kilometers from Mbombela when we were traveling here, that the wind was strong, and then even here the wind is strong, and also that's what is fanning these fires. That's what is actually propelling the fires to actually continue going on. But also the firefighters that we are seeing at this stage, we are only seeing the firefighters from the plantation, from the Safco plantation. Those are the people that are trying to actually help with the fires, and also from the Lowveld and Escarpment Fire Protection Association. Those are the people that are trying to actually help with the fire. One of those vehicles is also right there. They are trying by all means to go into the areas where the fires have started, to actually go there and then also try and then also fight these fires. These are helicopters. They are flying around Alicia. There are about 3 of them, and then 2 are planes. They are flying around, getting water, coming to dump into in top of those mountains where the fires are actually raging. And also every now and then another helicopter will come in. They're going and fetching water and fighting this fire as they continue this afternoon. But you can imagine a lot of people that will be traveling on this road, and especially now that it's going to be nighttime, it's going to be very dangerous for people to start traveling on this road, because then there's going to be a lot of smoke on the road, and also already visibility has been dampened by what is going on with the fire, especially that fire that are happening here in Sabie, but also fires that are also happening in Barberton.
Has there been any evacuation orders for those that are pretty close to the fires on residential land there, Tumelo?
No, not as yet. Authorities are also trying to assess, how they can help communities, but also how they can help, first of all, to fight these fires. That's why the authorities have sent these resources to come here to fight these fires, because these are the worst fires that they have started this morning. So they are trying to kill these fires, because you can imagine the fires are moving very close. We are so close to the road that it's also the fires are coming to us. My colleague Frank Okwana was showing you just moments ago the fires that we can see that are sparking here closer to the road. So you can imagine if then these fires are not being killed by tonight, so you can imagine that they're going to continue, because the wind also is starting to pick up, but also the conditions are very, very dry for firefighters to start fighting these fires.
And I mean, Tumelo, the last time we spoke and reported on the fires in the area, what we received was the fact that the fire houses there are very under-resourced. So are they also able to then call on either fire houses that are around the area there to try and assist the helicopters that are currently fighting the blaze?
Well, indeed, we've been trying to speak to the Lowveld and Escarpment Fire Protection Authorities Association, rather. They've been saying to us, they are busy with another fire, so they cannot come to this fire, but they have sent their resources here to this fire. But also municipalities, such as the Tabatweo municipality, where we are in Sabie, they are also a part of this firefighting initiative to fight these fires. But also that government is under resources, and also these fire houses, especially in the municipalities, they're kind of under resources. That's why also Safco, which is a company that owns a lot of the forestry companies here, they're also part of this initiative actually to fight the fires here. But also now the helicopter is going to fly on top of us. They're probably going to dump water on top of us. But also there are a lot of people also here are being warned to be cautious of these fires, because also the conditions are dry. People are being told not to start fires, because if you start a fire, it can start a huge fire within minutes, because of the conditions of being dry and also of the strong winds that we have been experiencing since this morning.
All right, we'll definitely keep in touch with you on those developments there. Tumelo Machoko is our reporter stationed live to us from Sabie in Mpumalanga, where we understand there is a raging multiple fires there that of course are currently underway, and any drivers, motorists have in fact been urged to be very cautious, in fact, and try and avoid the R536 between Sabie as well as Hazyview. We'll definitely keep you you up to date with that story. This is a developing story.